Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday. It is the Indoor Farmer, episode 191 today, 10 a.m. Central Time. On Mondays, we get the week started off right by showing off what we did last week in the garden, what other people are growing, what kind of projects we're working on, that self sustainability type of a journey, not necessarily at the finish line. There are some awesome YouTubers out there and all over the interwebs who also do some really good content at actual homesteads and you know knee deep in it and doing the thing. But I actually am working on getting there, and so I thought I would show off the journey and then maybe also promote others who are doing these things and maybe curious about these things. So I'm going to play a little intro for you guys so we can get some notifications out there. You may be catching this on the replay. If so, hit that comment section, hit the like button, tell us what you think after you check out what I got growing on. So we're going to play this intro about 3 minutes and 40 or 55 seconds. We'll be right back. Let's grow.
In a cold, lazy corner of the city, where the wildfire's strong and bright, lives a man named Waylon, with his green thumb at his mic. He's not your typical farmer, no fields, no barn, no plow. His farm's indoors, his harvest shared on the airwaves now. Waylon the indoor farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. On Sunday, games are rolling, at 5:30 they start. The Indoor Farmers Game Night, where laughter plays a part. Monday brings his story, how he learned to farm and grow. The Indoor Farmer shares his journey, making it a show. With every episode, a chapter of his life, teaching us to live more green, reducing all our strife. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. Tuesdays for the reviews of people, places, things. Waylon's got the scoop, from artisans to local wings. Wednesday we grow Wednesday, where the mind expands, discussing food and farming with experts from the lands. He's not just growing plants, but communities as well. Through his microphone he casts a spell. Thursday, people in the boxes, where stories intertwine, with guests from all walks sharing what they've seen. Each podcast is a seed planted in our mind. Waylon's cultivation of culture and of kind. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. So if you're feeling lonely or need a touch of green, tune into Waylon's podcast, where the urban farms the sea. He's not just farming indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, connecting all the dots. Indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, connecting all the dots. In a cold, lazy corner of the city, Where the wildfire strong and bright lives a man.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Monday. Lost my camera. Not camera. There we go. Just got a couple more shares going on. What's up? Episode 191 of my show, a weekly show. So at least 191 weeks. Actually, many more because I thought about it for a long time before I got to this point, before I got to even the point of the first camera, which, yes, shouts out to a friend of mine that Rob Law, who gave me his camera back then. It was a little GoPro, kind of. It worked for a little while, and I moved up. You got to start somewhere, right? Where else can I? Let's see. Let me share this out to some of our sponsors. Shouts out to the game night sponsors. We'll share it out to their groups. They all have, or several of them have groups, and we might as well share it out to some of those. But yeah, 10 a.m. Central Time every Monday. We've been doing this for a couple of months now at this time slot, and it's starting to pay off. I mean, I think starting to find, or farting to find, we're starting to find our more early risers, our friends who are out in their gardens outside. Now, of course, I grow inside, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to get my body back onto a more of a circadian rhythm that's sleeping at night, awake during the day, or as early as possible. I still sleep in until 7, 8 o'clock. Obviously, it's summertime. I would have to get up earlier in the when my son goes back to school. Hey, Brian, how are you? Um, but I wanted to be more of an early riser, so I switched up the things. I switched up everything except people in the boxes. We still do that at 8 o'clock, of course. And let's see, who else? Who else? I know we got a couple others. We're going to be showing you a whole bunch of what I got growing on, kind of extending of what I did last week. But I'm also very positive moving forward on a bunch of projects that I have going on. We're going to talk about it a little bit later. We're going to check out. I think that's enough for now. If you guys want to hit the tag and hit the share or whatever, I appreciate it. I don't think I need to look at Facebook while on my phone because they don't show me the comments anyway. So what am I looking at? I look at the live comments on X. X is kind of weird. It's set up to only let people who are verified comment. I don't know how to fix it. It's a Rumble Studios thing. Eh. Hey, Leslie, I see you popped in on locals. Appreciate that. Well, we're going to let's see. I would like to play some music today since I'm all by myself. Of course, I invite any growers and homesteaders up to be guests on the show as not necessarily an interview guest, but more of a co-host to talk growing, talk shop. You know, push these ideas and make sure that people know how important it is. Because I don't have all the knowledge. I'm just trying to immerse myself into it, and I've been learning a lot in the last 3 years. I've learned a lot without having to just to do the old sit down and read a bunch of books. It's more about the real world application plus the networking, the community of others who do grow, and you pass information back and forth. And there's also different programs that you can use now that are very informative. So it's a lot less necessary to, I don't know, I hate to say not to get a degree. It's great to have a horticulture degree and such, but I don't necessarily think that you have to do that in order to learn how to grow things. We didn't do that for centuries, hundreds and thousands of years. So people just pass knowledge around. You find a friend that grows this really well, and maybe ask them a couple questions about it. Maybe they give you some good knowledge about it, and you go from there, right? And then maybe give it a try. Oh, I found out something different than what they said, or whatever it is. So I have to unpack some of these pictures real quickly, extract them all. Um, I did put a number post up on locals, so if you are a member of my subscription community over on locals, then you should go get yourself a number. Let's see, where did I want to put this? Yeah, we had a fun game yesterday. It was our last playthrough of Police Lineup, and I don't know what we're gonna do next month or next month. We're gonna figure something out. It'll be something new and interesting, and maybe who knows? Maybe we'll go backwards and play some board games. Now that I have more cameras and things, we could probably do it a little bit differently. That's kind of one thought I've had recently. Let's see, WTIF 191 today. Awesome. Oh, stock. There we go. I extracted a few photos here. Um, I did. I did have a pretty successful run of bubble hash recently, and anybody that knows about the bubble hash, you can press it into some rosin. So I'm gonna try and do that soon for myself. I hope I'm audible. No one's staying long enough to let me know. Throw a little comment in the live chat over on X. And 99%. There we go. Pull this up real quick, everybody. Appreciate anybody that watches the replay. You check out the show, kind of find out what I have growing on each week. I appreciate that. It's kind of an update, but not it's not supposed to be just about me. It's just that I don't always have time or a person to go and look at. So if you out there and you want to send me pictures of what's growing on in your neck of the woods, or maybe what you have working on DIY style, um, I'm always looking to promote others who are doing this, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be expert level, right? It's not about being perfect. It's about the passion behind it as well as the importance behind it. I mean, if you if you think the statement "everybody's got to eat" is kind of meaningless, it's not. And if you've ever seen, there's all sorts of terminology behind this. Breaking bread with your enemy, or breaking bread with others. Um, Bonding over food has been a huge connection point with humans for forever. I mean, since existence. So it's just as simple as that. Like, if you don't recognize that, not only does everybody have to eat, but everybody's striving to eat better and to eat healthier. And not okay. There are people out there that don't give a crap. We'll give you that. There's people out there that don't care what they eat, and are open about it. But I think for the most part, it's becoming a little bit more leaning the other direction, where everybody is a little bit more concerned with what they're putting into their bodies. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's still 60-40, but I know it's moving that way. And so I want to help push that trend. I'm not super healthy. I am as healthy as I can be at the moment, but it's all relative. You are on the journey, and it's really a never ending. You don't just end. You don't just stop and say, "Okay, I'm healthy now." Um, Stop doing any healthy acts. Like, so it's just it's a never. It's till you. until you hit the road. You know what I'm saying? So let's pull up some pictures here. I do have some music. I can hear you on locals. Okay, thank you, Diane. Appreciate that very much. If you could pop on the Rumble, and you can always go back to wherever you're at. But if you could pop over to Rumble and hit the like button and comment on Rumble, would be great. Obviously, want to give out a door prize a little later if we can get. I don't know. We need a few more people here. We had a pretty good show yesterday, so I won't be too picky about it. We need some folks in the door for a door prize, right? Okay, let's find the banner. Let's find a good banner. How about this? Jess, shouts out. Yeah, everybody popping in on locals. I clicked the locals button today. I thought, why not? Why not? You guys pay to be in there. You might as well. All right, I'm listening to music that you're not. So now you can hear the music. Sorry about that. So I opened this up with my neighbor gave me this composter, and I've been throwing all kinds of stuff in it. Some stuff that you wouldn't want in your garden per se, but I have a different issue in my yard. I'm trying to build up the ground in the back, and I thought, let me just give this a try. I've never had a compost, bin like this that you can spin around. Never had one, and I thought, well, I'll just throw a bunch of different organic waste. I got stuff from outside. There's leaves in there. There's different stuff. It's not really breaking down though. I thought it was all supposed to be a natural process, but I did do a little twistaroo on it. Give it a little twistaroo. It was awfully nice of her to give this to me. I don't know in the long run if I'm going to be able to use it. Maybe I need to put more soil in there. I don't think it needs water. It gets water from it when it rains. I don't know. Maybe I could research it a little bit and find out what the old compost bin is all about. On Rumble now. Hell yeah. Okay. Appreciate that. Hey, good morning, Patricia. Continue going to the gym till the day I'm in my deathbed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jess. It's like it's once you get into that kind of a mindset, it's a never-ending. It's a way of life. It's not a goal, right? I need to back up just a little bit because did you guys see this hole in the bottom? There's 3 holes in the bottom. I didn't know about these holes. I wonder if I can patch them or if it even matters. There's holes in the side too for like bugs to get in and out. So I don't know. Maybe I could find a nice fat earthworm in the garden. It might drop out though, might fall out the hole. All right, here's the old forest, the voluntary forest that I have. No names. They're all no names. I keep looking for more males. I've chopped out a bunch of males already, probably 5 or 6 males. And look at how many are still in there. And they're not bushy, of course, but they are all very close together in the ground, and I'm just going to let them do their thing. I did top one of them, this back one that was really tall. I topped it, and now you can see it's already splitting into 2. And I topped this other one as well. It was the second tallest one at the time, and it's kind of doing its split. Might fall out the hole, huh, Jess? Okay. Morning, Margaret. Did you remove that message? Never be perfect, yeah. That's the thing, is like just being happy with who you are, but also being cool with improving it. Have any leaves to put in with it? Leaves? Yeah, I did put leaves in it, Diane. You can't see them in there, but I did. I also rotated. I thought I took a video of me rotating the thing, but I did. That was what we just watched. We mixed some leaves in ours. Yeah, once I rotated it it's going to mix everything around in there. Yeah, they look okay. I mean, they don't look the bushiest. I'm sure there's plenty of outdoor growers that have this, crazy looking like round bush going on. Shouts out to Cole Cram from North Adams Hemp. Been out to his place a couple times for a little reviewing and checking out the plants, and they always look nice and bushy. But they have room away from each other. These are all just, I could try to transplant. I could try to dig one. I could dig some of them up and move them somewhere. I don't know. I don't really have anywhere to move them. I could spread them out a little bit in this area, but I'm also not trying to make a garden bed here and like just, my dogs walk through here all the time. I'm just letting them do their thing. Like I said, I topped 2 of them. It's not really a big deal, but I might clean up some of the branches on the bottom, the first like foot or 2. Talked about this last week, I think, just to, I don't know, maybe reduce some of the bug traffic. I was gonna say traction. That's why they grow in the wild, cannabis, because what? Hi, Kim. Found a bug that's almost like it's like a cricket ant or a spider ant or something. The ant has like these big legs and was jumping around, but it looked like an ant. I got a video of it. There's one of my bigger fan leaves. Might be one bigger, but for the most part, pretty healthy. They don't really have any pest problems. I'm not too worried about it. If they get one, maybe I might try to fight it off. Here, this used to be. Sorry. Avocado started growing in mine, so I planted them in flower pots. I have trees growing now. I mean, avocado trees? Out in the lake, Leslie? That's cool. Yeah, so I've thrown food scraps in there too, Diane. But again, I'm not trying to compost for a garden or a grow situation. It's more of a just trying to make more soil, kind of rough soil to bury in this like low spot. I'm actually thinking about, and I think I took a little video that we'll talk about that in a minute then, I guess. So here's a picture of it, but you can't really see it at all. So let me. The video was a little blurry. I tried to. This is 4K video, but I'm trying to focus it in on this ant. I got a better one after this. This is attempt number 1. Here we go. There it is. What the hell is that? That's some kind of ant. But that thing looks like it's got grasshopper legs. There's another one over here, and it's jumping a little bit. I swear it jumped. I think it's a good guy, or at least some kind of beneficial, killing other pests. Anybody know what that is? Love avocado. I got like 5 to eat. 1 avocado a day. Oh, nice. Okay. Did you put one back into your spot you had last year? That was a good spot. You mean it's kind of shady? You mean in the backyard, Kim, or this? There's one. I think there's a better picture of it here soon. Let me show you. Well, I guess not. This picture here. So you mean like over here in the corner or back in the backyard? Because I do have a pot right here, this Jezebel that had gotten spider mites, and then I put it outside, and then it just cleared up, but then the plant was just so, it's very confused, and you're going to see it closer up here in a minute. It started to grow though. It's starting to grow. It's like in flower, but also growing and veg. You're gonna see that here shortly. My dad called them piss ants. Interesting. Up front. Oh, I can't put cannabis up there. It's got to be. It can't be visible. So here's this like rose bush that's just, it's trying so hard to get to find some sun. How it's about to get taller than my garage. There's another rose bush right back there. I'd like to propagate some roses, man. It would be cool to like just have a table with 10 solo cups of little rooted cuttings of roses. Would be sweet. I did a whole lot of landscaping. Some of you on Facebook who followed my profile might have seen I went live just to mess around and record myself mowing the grass. When I recorded a first person view of mowing the grass, but I also did a bunch of weeding and trimming and stuff, which I usually skip that. You know what I mean? Like the weeds aren't that bad. You just mow through. You get the yard as good as possible, and then you move on. But there was a bunch of stuff back here behind, in this flower bed. I took care of that. I took care of all over here. Those are my old gutters. I got this really cool gutter system put on my house, and that over here in the corner is the old system. In the regular gutters, they have these like foam sort of like spongy things, that spongy sort of long strips that go into the gutter. It's supposed to help keep stuff out of it, but it just gets clogged up like a muddy brick. So I took all of those out and I kept them, and I thought, well, I could bury those, maybe bury them in the ground. I don't know, maybe that's unethical, but I thought it would be good like filler for the low spot in the yard. But then back here, I mean, this all was overgrown with tons of just garbage and stuff, and I took out all this stuff. I reorganized my scrap gutters. Now, somebody asked me while I was live, I wasn't able to see the comment at the time, but they said, "What the fuck up with the gutters?" And I was like, well, I'm going to use them. So you see that shitty fence right there, right? It's actually doubled up with another fence in front of it to keep the dogs out. But I'm going to eventually take this fencing out, and I want a privacy fence up all the way around my yard, and maybe all the way up to the front somewhere. And I'm going to put these gutters along the privacy fence, along the sort of 4 or 5 foot up on the privacy fence, and just fill it with soil and stuff, and make a system where the water that drains through the gutters will end up in like a pond of some kind, maybe a small pond towards the back in the wooded area, and then water can pump back up into the gutters if I wanted to, or I can have it just a rain collection system. Anyway, it could be fun. I may never get to it, but it's something that I'm hoping to mess around with. Kelly, good morning. Let me play this video again because I want to see how the front. Okay. So back here, it's even worse. I had to actually take this like baby gate corral back there because you could get out. So it's really just a hodgepodge fence. I really want to put up a nice privacy fence. I got a bunch of this landscaping that I don't care about at all. I might even be able to sell some of this. I don't even know. But I went in there, I blew it out, I chopped it out, used my hands, I used a weed whacker and a leaf blower. But it looks a lot better back here. I'm happy. I took a picture of this old sink that I threw out, and I thought this would be really cool to somehow add to the gutter system on the fence, right? So imagine the corner, one of the front corners of the privacy fence. I could have this mounted to where one gutter lands or runs into one side of the sink, and I could even plug that sink up and then have it overflow to the other side of the sink where it will run out into another gutter, or I don't know, just different fun things. And I want to grow plants in it. I just want to make it a cool little grow pot, something mounted up somewhere, just for fun. Here's Mr. Sprout. I realized the other day that if I don't go full screen, then you get to see more of the video. Miss Mia. Where's my play button? Oh, here we go. And the Mimi girl. I need to get that deck resurfaced. Okay, so here it is. So there are these like weird little leaves popping up from the top. Of course, it's like mutated and all kinds of shit. I don't know what's going on with it, but it is still alive, and I'm gonna see what happens. Look at that. It's trying to grow. It's like, I'll find a way to get out. And all these like sort of bud sites are all trying to grow out as well. It's pretty weird, but kind of fun too. It's pretty weird, but kind of fun. What do you guys think? But yeah, it's all like most of the leaves are sticky with trikes on them. It doesn't seem to be getting any bigger, but that growth that I just saw could end up being like they could shoot up, and get a little taller even that way. Interesting. All right, so here's a picture of those two praying mantis eggs. One of them that I ripped open. I believe the praying mantises that I saw hatch came from this ripped open one, but I have no idea. Looking at the one that's not ripped open, it looks solid all the way around, but I don't know what happens to it when they hatch. Does it get split open like I did with my hands here, or and I could Google it, but I'm not too worried about it. I did see a bunch of them hatch though. I didn't count, but it was probably like, if I was guessing, it was like 8 or 10. I can't find them though. They're like ninjas. That's why I put that in the title. I was like, these ninja praying mantises, like I can't find them anymore, and they just come through and kill all the baddies. Although part of me thinks, well, did they all die all this already? Like, are there any alive? Did I capture one by accident? No, I can't tell. I can neither confirm nor deny. But I did give them some shade. I gave them a little shady area so they can. Although there's shade elsewhere in the table too. Here's my little potted plant that used to be a philodendron, but then we planted this like plant ball thing, this white ball of like plant seeds in the ground, in this soil here from my son's school. He brought home. It's like, okay, well, see what happens. I see this little nub, and it's been like that for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. Not doing anything. Need to water. I'm gonna water today after we get done with the pictures, when we're kind of chilling on the back end of the show. I need more light in this table. I got to get a hold of that guy. I got some information on who to contact from Kind LED, so it should be a good conversation. Give me my light, man. And he'll be like, well, and I'm like, no, give me my light. So we got some purple kohlrabi, some bull's blood beets in there. We got some radishes. Daikon radishes are going crazy. They got, they're super tall with flowers all over them and everything. Look at that. It's going up above the light. You don't need to be up there, bro. I could probably chop them back. I don't know if that's good or bad, so I just kind of leave them alone, you know. Over here, you got broccoli just wanting to take up all the light. Broccoli definitely loves the light. And those onions back there, some of them are kind of like turning white, almost like they're dying. I hope that the seeds are viable. I hope those seeds that they made actually do something. That's another thing about it. It's like you get going, you get growing stuff. Okay, I'm able to eat this thing I grew. Awesome. You know, then you move on to the next thing, and you're like, okay, I can make seeds out of this thing I grew. But then you get disappointed when those seeds don't do anything. And you're like, well, hold on. They're seeds. Well, no, they're not all equal. Seeds are not all equal, right? You know this in the cannabis genetics world, right? They look great. Thanks, Diane. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Crystal, hello. Facebook. I appreciate the 4 friends on Facebook hanging out. If you want to help like and tag and share and all that good stuff, we want to get at least 10 people in on Facebook side before we add you to the door prize. Recently, one of the people on my friends list decided to move his show as well to the exact same time I do mine, and it's wonderful when that happens. Wonderful stuff. Okay. Got some grapes that were going bad, so I didn't want to eat them anymore. They're also seeded grapes, so I wonder if I can get them to grow. I put a lot of grape seeds in here already from when my son was eating them and picking out the seeds. They're not that bad, though, if you split them in half and then you pick the seeds out. You can eat them easier that way. I think that's where the grape halves came from. The whole, like, in different dishes, you go to a deli or something, you're going to see, like, different things with halved grapes. It's probably because that's easier to take the seeds out. That was before we had seedless grapes, which I don't necessarily I don't love the idea of having seedless anything. Everything living is supposed to have a seed. So this whole trend of seedless stuff is kind of worries me, you know. Hey, thanks, Jess. I think about tagging people, but I just get disappointed, so I try not to. Fans. 2-year badge, Crystal, and you still haven't come found us on Locals? Oh, man. Come on over. It's free. We're live on Locals right now for free. It's free. Did I say it's free? You have to pay if you want to get in on the giveaways and such, in order to be a supporter. But it's free. Look at that. I found some some cannabis seeds popped inside of the... So let me pause this for a second. That pile of cannabis right there that came out of the bubble hash, the wash machine. And there were, it was some outdoor stuff from those plants I showed you earlier. It's just the same plants from last year that just didn't... I don't know the strain, and the cannabis doesn't come out great. It's just comes out okay. But I actually got quite a good little bit of bubble hash out of it. I'm happy with what I got. It was a lot more than I expected, honestly. And there's a bunch of seeds in there, is what I'm getting at. It's not the highest grade. It's a little bit hermed because of the light my neighbor has on his garage. We're gonna try to come up with a remedy for that this year. But it's kind of cool. I planted a bunch of these little sproutlings in the table here and see if they take hold, I guess. If if they do, I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't have a lot of it's also so I just took the material, all the soggy, wet material, dumped it into the table. It's kind of an indoor compost bin / garden all at the same time. Thanks, Jess. Appreciate that. Trying to tell people, Facebook, it's tough, man. It's tough to keep a connection on Facebook because of all the changes they're always doing. So, locals is where I try to collect up my true followers. Anyway, I just took a little video of me planting some of the sproutlings. I don't know why I did it like this. I thought, well, maybe I'll take a few and try to give them a nice planting, and then the rest I didn't really care about. I just kind of left it all. So I planted like 4 or 5, maybe 3 or 4. Just for fun, learning experience. Learning is fun. That's why when someone finds something out, and one of the common things is to go, oh, you know? Oh yeah, Crystal. Yeah, I mean, step away from all those shady groups and come on back to hang out with us on Locals. If you had one at one time, you still have a free account, so you could still join up right now, or you could still jump in on Locals. You just have to download the app. But just consider popping over there because you get an extra chance at the door prize if you're interested in the door prize later on in the show. There's everything I got growing, mostly voluntary. Like some of it was scrap stuff, some of it was microgreens coming out of the microgreen trays that were already harvested. Little few microgreens that were still in there. I just kind of put the whole trays in here, and most of it won't grow that great since it's all next to each other. Radishes are going to have trouble, I feel like, but we'll see what happens. Get some seeds out of it, keep it growing. It's kind of interesting because the broccoli and the radishes I might have to just cut them out one day because burying them back in the soil makes them keep growing more without even needing to have seeds. I just keep planting the husks and the plant, and the leaves and everything left over, and just plant it right back in the soil, bury it back in there for worms to eat, and then boom, it just all grows back up. Everything you see over here grew back up from me growing, me just burying the broccoli. It's crazy. Now, I also want to say the broccoli came from microgreen trays too. So, the growing the microgreens, that byproduct is me getting to grow on the side my own food. So, I like microgreens to eat myself as well. So I do both, but pretty cool. I'm excited to get a bigger light because this area is not doing good. I also have to figure out why I'm getting some water in the basement. I think I have a couple of possible answers. And both sides of the back of my house, the gutters go down into the ground, into this black tube that I think is damaged a couple of spots in the yard. And that's just going to make water run backwards toward the house. So I have to fix that. Got some radish flowers. Locals, yeah, man, the real ones. Come find me on Locals, brother. TheIndoorFarmer.locals.com. Locals is a subscription platform, a sort of community platform. It's not a social media platform. I mean, I guess you could say it's somewhat social media, but it's not like you don't go there and like scroll well, you can scroll a feed. Anyway, it's different. More comparatively to like Patreon or Substack or OnlyFans. Not really a Facebook type of a place, but I'm live there right now. We do after sesh. We do private, streams there. We can do what we want, say what we want there. It's just a much more free place. They also give a lot more of the money back to the creators, a higher percentage than what like Facebook does when you talk about followers or subscribers and stuff. Why is it going? I was just showing the sprouts, I guess. Alan, what's up? Alan, you're a member on Locals, aren't you? Jess is. Crystal has a membership there or has an account there. The account is free, but then if you want the supporter perks and other supporter stuff or help support me, then you have to be a subscriber. $2. $2. Yeah, I do have some seed pods from the radish. Can't talk about cannabis over there. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I don't like Facebook because you have to be worried about saying any or one wrong word, then get banned. Yes, exactly. Exactly why you should find me on Rumble and Locals. You don't need the funds to come and join in on it right now, Crystal. We do some private Locals live streams sometimes that are free. Just in the meantime, go get the app and check it out sometimes, once in a while. Maybe make sure the notifications are turned on if you get a minute. That kind of thing. Yeah, look at those vining radishes, trying to get more light. Maybe that's partly what they do. I don't know how they grow in outside. I was going to say real life, but outside. Some flowers are white, some flowers are red or pinkish. Interesting. Yeah, that onion's kind of like dying. I hope the seeds are worth a darn. They don't really look like seeds. I'm not seeing a seed in there. I just see kind of dead plant material. Or inside there, I know it's kind of like a sunflower. They're kind of stuck inside, but there's a nice ladybug hanging out, doing her thing. Oh yeah, get it. There you go, Diane. There's some seed pods right there. That's your seed pods. By the way, speaking of Locals, to anybody that's interested, the number wheel for this week is up. The post is up for the numbers, and you get 4 chances to win just by going over there and hitting the like button and commenting on that post once a week, usually after game night on Sundays, and you can just not even worry about it, and you might win throughout the week. So I think it's worth it. It's more than worth it. 30 giveaways a week. I mean, we're talking 120 a month. Losing subscribers. I don't know. I guess giveaways aren't the way to gain an audience. What I try to do is be informative show you guys the real life struggles of learning to be more sustainable and try to uh, uh, get yourself out of that box of, the box store, the box grocery store, trying to grow some of it yourself. So I can't worry too much about those subs. What's up, Chris? Oh, nice, Jess. Only get $500 monthly, and that has to cover food and medicine. Oh, wow. Well, remember, Jess, not to keep beating this horse, but you get some wins on it by being part of my community. You win much more. You say this all the time too. You win more back than what you put in. Well, maybe you can maybe you can do a few trades. Trade this or that, and maybe make some money off of this whole thing. You can get some wins and then find someone who may need them more, or give them a deal, and you all come up ahead. Imagine winning a pack of seeds, cannabis seeds that you don't need, and you could trade those to a grower who would want them for half price, and you would still make money and get the sponsor out there more. I think it's a win-win-win scenario. Today's the 30th, June 30th. I didn't say that earlier, but today is June 30th. Okay. There's the old aquaponics system. The peppers are still growing peppers, but the plants are looking less and less healthy. But they're covered in ladybugs now, and ladybugs are just like loving life up there on the pepper plants. Got the fishies in the aquarium. I need to get some more water in there. You can see the distance between the sort of drop down that I have here and this and the surface of the water. I like to have the water up much closer to it. Oh, nice. Yeah, trading and donating for other things to get yourself in another waffle or whatever it is. Yeah, it's perfect. Perfectly done. I'm glad you're feeling better than you were, for sure. Hashimoto? I've never heard of that. Yeah, get another opinion if you want, for sure. Never be ashamed of getting another opinion. Oh, come on, Chris. You've won seeds, man. Don't make me look back in the book. LeafCycle.net, $10 off. You could get seeds from LeafCycle.net. You could use Indoor Farmer coupons to get seeds if you want. Let's see. Look back on the week before. Chris, did you play? Nope, didn't play the week before. Mythic Genetics and LeafCycle.net the week before on 6/15. Mythic Genetics, Chris. Come on, Ann. You won LeafCycle a couple weeks in a row. Let me keep looking. Bet you do win. I bet you won seeds before too. Chris, Riverview Road Apiary. Oh, you weren't there on that day. Master Rochi's Garden. You missed that one. You got Happy Hippie Head Shop, Hippie Bucks. I think you might be able to buy seeds through them. You won Twisted Cannabis too, and he gives you seeds. You got some seeds. Yeah, the fish are looking good. I need to get my other aquarium going, 65-gallon versus 55-gallon, which is what I've been using, and I want something completely different. Like I want to get. I don't know if I want to get rid of these troughs. I might do something else with them, but I want to get rid of this PVC pipe system I have going on, or use it in some other way. And yeah, I want to have the aquarium down there. It'd be kind of cool to have the plants much lower as well, closer to the ground. The only way to do that would be a pump system, and then I'd be running more pumps. And the whole idea was to try and be as efficient as possible. So gravity helps with having one pump water to the highest point, and then run all through the system, and then down to the lowest point. That's usually the most efficient, but the issue with that is that the plants will be kind of high up in the ground, high up. So I have ideas on how to do that. You could have the plants or the grow beds on the side, and the water will flow over into the aquariums. So different ideas on that. Oh, you did say you don't usually get seeds, Chris. I can't. I'm sorry, my bad. I thought you were saying that you don't ever get seeds. Rumble booted you? Huh. It's a thyroid disease, Crystal. Okay. That was the last clip from the grow right now. I do want to actually go over there while we're still talking and do some watering. So follow me around the way. We'll get the door prize and the number wheel going here soon too. Just leave that going. Turn my RO system on so that it will fill up as I'm taking water out with another pump. It doesn't do it as fast as the pump, so it will still continue going down, but it's better than nothing. Okay, our pump is on. So I'd like to spread the love around a little bit. Oh, that looks like a weed. I don't think that's a microgreen. Water smells funny. You'd think you'd smell, fish poop, but it smells a little sulfury. Okay, we're going to water our little sproutlings that we found over here. Make sure I get some of these greens that are looking good. Not just the radishes. It looks like all I got are radishes right now. I'm even watering the areas that don't have plants because I know I got worms everywhere. The worms are under there eating the scraps I buried. I'm not really worried about plants above. Just do this, and I can water my mint plant over here. All I gotta do is raise this tube up above what the pump can pump at. Guys, if you throw any comments down there, I'll check it out here in a minute when I get back. Oh, I need to prop up this table with something, a piece of wood or something. I want to get a little more of an incline than I got now. I want to make sure the water runs from one end to the other. In that case, I can just water one side. Cool to set up a little system that just does this. Spins the thing. I guess I could get it like a little mini irrigation system going on here. Thinking about it, this hose here might work. I could poke little holes in the hose. Camera, okay. Yeah, hit that like button and comment. Tag some friends. We'll get a door prize going on pretty soon. Got to go check out the Garden Savvy community today, like I do on Mondays. It's kind of annoying, but I have to convert a picture to a JPEG in order to post it over there, but it's a nice little gardening community. Watering these onions. Onions are one of my favorite things that I have growing, so I used to not like onions, but I like green onions. I actually don't even mind regular onions anymore. As a kid, though, I wasn't a big fan of the onions. Kids only like sugar. My son likes veggies, which is nice, but at the same time, I need him to eat more meat. I need more meat, so I got to find a chicken. Just chicken all the time isn't going to do it. He likes shrimp too, though. Shrimp is kind of a unusual thing for kids to like, I guess. Maybe not. All right. I think we're good. I'm going to probably leave it running over here in the middle where I hook it in my bin. Just stick it over here in the radishes, kind of. Oh, there we go. It's creating a fountain. Here we go. No, that's too much. It's to be over here. Can't find any praying mantis anywhere. I saw one the other day, but it's the last time I saw one. I think that's about good. I don't need to overload it. I can leave the RO system going for a while, though, because it'll need some time. lock this off so I don't have to get blinded. And with me, camera. Thank you. Oh. Sheena. I don't see Sheena. Dizzy Dizzle, what's up, man? Need to have you come on sometime. I think I met you at the was it Keefy Canna Fest last year? All right, let's get the number post going on. Eight likes and 6 comments. Okay, let's see who wants numbers. Harry Wood. Number 1. Diane. Number 2. Nobody. Number 3. JB. Number 4. Kim Marston. Number 5. Margaret Jett. Number 6. And last but not least, Jess Rosebud Stronghold Pretzel at number 7. Refresh it one time. Okay, that's all we got at the moment, but you have all week to join, and there will be 3 more spins after this one, so it's not too late. And plus, I do this, every week, so that's 16 chances to win this one every month without having to be there to win. So that's what's up. Back on Rumble, okay, fixed it. I would like to give one of my game night tickets to Crystal so she can play next week, please, and thank you. Okay, I can do that. Do that before I forget. Jess, you got quite a few now too. You got 9, so that puts you down to 8. And then we will put her on under John Raquejo and Elisa May. Got you down, Crystal, for next weekend. You don't have to be there with a game night ticket. So you can. I don't know what the game is going to be all brand new next week. So it could be, very exciting. All right, this spin here is for my subscribers. Go sign up at theindoorfarmer.locals.com. $2 a month to get you in on this. It's well more than worth it. I mean, I think I'm kind of insane for what I give away for that amount, especially for the. I think here's a problem, guys, and I'm not trying to be negative here, but I may actually have my subscriptions at too low of a price because of how much people are winning, and then they just come through and they'll subscribe for a few months, 2 or 3 months, win hundreds and hundreds of dollars of prizes, and then just leave. Like, it's not really I'm trying to grow a lasting community here, and I highly suggest getting the 1 year subscription for $20. That makes it less than $2 a month. It's $1.64. Like I just want the people to hang out longer. I don't need more money. I just need more people to hang out longer, and that's all we're working on. The more people join, the more subscribers or the more sponsors we get, the more prizes we can give. And it's not just a prize thing either. That's the problem, is that I want people, this is my main show. This is my biggest show for me, in my head, in my lineup. It's my biggest show on Monday. But more people show up for prizes, unfortunately. So that's where people show up on Sundays, and that's why there's more usually here on Sundays. So I guess maybe I shouldn't give away prizes if I don't want people here for prizes. I don't know. I digress. I like to give things away. I want to appreciate my community members. But if the number of subscribers keeps going down, it's probably because they won enough stuff and then left. I don't know. Anyway, good luck, guys. Subscribers now on other game shows, winning other prizes, so it's like that. It's a prize thing. I also switched my schedule, which I'm having friends take my old time slots, and so then my old fans and viewers are now over there. It happens, I guess. You didn't always claim your prizes. Well, claim your prizes, Crystal. If you are having a hard time financially or whatever, claim the prizes. That's what it's for. It's not about. I'd rather someone claim the prize and give it to someone else or pass it on somehow than to say I don't need it, because I want more people participating, not less. Number 3, nobody. Nobody. Number 3. Cool. But he's removed. 3 more spins through this week. Let's go over here to gardensavvy.com. Tyler the Creator merch. What's going on here? Community home. Is this the community home? Okay. It's just the top. Okay. Interesting. It's a long diatribe about merch. Advertising. Trying to advertise their hoodie. Trying to sell shit here. This is not the place to advertise. Oh wait, I advertise my show here. John Johnny. Discover simple yet powerful tips for everyday living with Dr. Homey. Dr. Homey? From time-saving household hacks to smart lifestyle adjustments. Interesting. Cortez jacket. Wow, now it's all advertisements in here. Somebody found this site and now is like just spamming it. There's no moderator keeping it back. Can I use the garden planner on my iPhone? Yeah, you can. I gotta log in. What's going on here? That's why I didn't see this portion here. Why are there so many advertisements in here this week? Uh-oh. Somebody found they think they're gonna make money here somehow. I don't know what's going on. What the? Now we're to the regular post. No likes. No likes from last week. That's okay. There's not a whole lot of people in this thing, but you do get access to this community. Use ladybugs in greenhouse to get rid of pests. It works. Nice. This Johnny John guy. Oh, everything just refreshed all of a sudden. What happened? Oh, I clicked. Let's see. Clicked on somebody's profile. I can't reply. I don't want to get too angry. I don't know who this guy is. Okay. So let's see. What should we go with this week? Wow, all the spam all of a sudden just filled up the site with spam. We need a picture. We decide on a picture to post. Should just post all the cannabis? No. Let's see. I like this picture here. So we want to do. Let's do. Oh no, I want that. I want. Why do I have to do it all like this? Let's see. Video? What? They changed something on Canva. Come on. Search templates. Millions of templates? What the? This is really dumb. This will be our picture. Look at your worm. Whoa. What do you mean look at your worm? Is it on your profile? There we go. I'm helping to take some of the spam out of the equation. Okay, who else? Who all came in on the Rumble and Locals and X? Let's see. Leslie, Diane on Locals too. Jess on Locals, okay. Margaret on Locals. Margaret on Locals and Rumble. And I already got Chris. Oh, hi, Deb. Morning. Yeah, I don't know if I want to look at Chris's worm, you know, Jess? It's a glass piece. Oh, I see. Well, all right. I guess, I guess we can do that. Okay, let's go over to X and we'll check out the profile here. Oh, thank you. We need today's live stream. Got 3 comments over here, including myself. So what do we got? Jess and Margaret. Margaret's going to be on there 4 times. That's how she wins so many coupons. She makes that effort. All 4 spots are free to get. Free. You could be winning as many coupons as Margaret does for free. Maybe not as many, but quite a few. All right, we got X. Now we have to get the Facebookers. Let me refresh one time. If you haven't hit that like button on the Facebook, you're never going to. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the 15 people here. Actually 13 if you take me out of it. Not going to give us an ad today, Rumble. They gave it to me and then they took it away. I don't know if that's some kind of a punishment or if they just are trying to mess with my head. I don't know what it is, but thanks, Rumble. And shouts out to you guys, my loyal viewers, people who come back again and again to watch. We made our goal this year, or this month. We made our Rumble creator program goal. All the different numbers they ask for, the parameters they require, we made it. Very cool. Happy about that. All right, good luck, everybody. This is the door prize. You have to be here to win. If you are a subscriber, you are allowed to be tagged. And that's, I guess, up to me to tell you. So anyway, here we go. RR Archie. Interesting. Let's see some people that I've never met before. Good Weed Queen. Okay. Oh. See a few people I know, but also some people I don't. Interesting. Here we go. Button on the Facebook. You're never going to. Put the juju on me for that win. Came on to Underground Genetics. She was there for maybe a minute, and she already won something. Oh yeah, I remember you said that. Yep. Ticketmaster. Margaret, the Ticketmaster. MJ again. Margaret Jet. Congratulations. Look at that. Get on the wheel more times. Gonna have more of a chance to win. Congrats, Margaret. I know you're here. Oops. Congrats, Margaret. Speaking of Margaret, you were the only person to get on that wheel 4 times. All 4 places are free. And if you don't know by now, I don't ask you guys to go to multiple locations just for the fun of it or because I think I'm super important. It's because it's the only way that you can grow as a nobody these days, trying to figure out how to like get some visibility out there. And I don't just need to be popular. I'm trying to point out these things, these communicating between other humans, telling us, oh hey, you got to eat food. Oh, so do I. Oh, maybe we have that in common. Okay, I know I'm rambling, but it's like I need the visibility for those purposes. And yes, I'm building a farm business, which nowadays you kind of have to have an online presence if you plan to build a business, and almost any business. Maybe not every business, but almost. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use different sites that have different algorithms. They have different various, freedom of speech uh, policies, I guess is a good word for that. And it is what it is. Most of you know Facebook is just nonstop censorious and holding people back, but yet for some reason that's where most of my friends still are. There's a lot of people. It's really crazy how there's a lot of people on X who don't even go to Facebook. Haven't been on Facebook in many years, which is kind of insane to me since Facebook was like one of the first ones, and most people have the most time built up there, or at least a lot of people do. I don't know. It's crazy out there in the world. You guys got to go and check out other sites sometimes. Now a lot of my friends from Facebook know about the Rumble and they know about locals and they know about X a little bit more now. And if you guys go to those sites and you need help, if you want me to help share out your content, go and engage with your content, yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's an internet community. It's not a platform community. That's why I incentivize and I give Margaret the extra spots on anyone extra spots on all the spots, all the locations that I'm trying to promote. We're on more places than just those, but those 4 places, at least Facebook, I don't like incentivizing Facebook, but at the same time, I want to appreciate those that are over there watching and hanging out and engaging but I keep wanting to pressure you to find us somewhere else as well. Keep Facebook, fine. Keep it. Make 100 accounts. Keep trying to get back into Daddy Facebook. That's great. But also find us somewhere else. You know what I mean? Let me get this banner off the screen so that we don't trigger any Facebook giveaway people that want to pop in. Yeah. Congrats, Margaret. Oh yeah, I wrote that down. I do have a few things to take care of with the Happy Hippie Head Shop Hippie Bucks, so some of you may be waiting for those. Let's see, nobody now has 8 Indoor Farmer coupons, and Margaret now has 29. Back to 29. She just gave another one away, and boom, back to 29. Just like that. All right, it's time to head over to locals. Have a little morning, or well, still morning, I guess. Have a little sesh. Um, I don't know if I want to just switch it over to locals now because we still have half an hour of locals time, or I can set up a new sesh. But 6 one, half dozen the other, basically. What are we up to now? Okay. We've doubled our monthly hours required. Very cool. Well, that's right. I was going to look into the garden AI for a minute and ask it some questions. Garden AI. Hmm. Let's see what it gives me. What are the 5 best plants for pest control? Have a good day, Crystal. You'll be over there, Chris? Okay. Right, Jess. Probably just have to give it another try. You might have waited long enough and it resets or something. There are several plants that can help with natural pest control in your garden. We know a bunch of them. I'm just trying to see what this AI's got. Here are 5 of the best options to consider. Marigolds. Now, marigolds, speaking of which, Jess, JB, our current game night champion, brought me some marigold flowers that I have to just pull apart the seeds. And I want to try to grow some of these in my indoor garden. So, basil. I had basil for a long time. I would like to grow some more. Not only is basil a delightful herb for cooking, but it also repels flies and mosquitoes. Plant it alongside tomatoes for a great companion planting combo. That's why people plant tomato with basil. It's because of the pest, because tomatoes are known for getting pests. With its lovely scent, lavender is a favorite for humans. Wait, but not for pests. It can repel moths, fleas, flies, and mosquitoes. Plus, it's a great addition to any garden for its beautiful beauty and fragrance. Number 4, chrysanthemums, known for producing a natural insecticide called pyrethrin or pyrethrin. Chrysanthemums can deter ants, roaches, fleas, bed bugs, spider mites, and more. They're perfect for protecting your garden and home. Chrysanthemums. Interesting. Mint. Number 5 is mint. I do have some mint growing. Mint is effective against ants, aphids, and flea beetles. It's best grown in containers to prevent it from overtaking your garden, as mint tends to spread quickly. These plants not only help with pest control, but also add beauty and diversity to your garden. Happy gardening. Okay. Very cool. Hey, Chance. How are you, bro? Chance, need to come forward. Find us on locals. Venus flytrap would be fun to have. I'd like to get a bunch of those. You want to see the worm? Yeah, I'll look at the worm. I'll look at your sure. Whip the little fella out. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Anyone have a question for the garden AI? I don't believe that it's, any AI I've come across so far has been able to be wrong. So I don't think that it's the be all end all information. But I can put pictures in here. Let's see. Need help identifying a plant or disease? Upload your photo and ask your questions. Okay. Let's see what happens. Image uploaded. What do you think of this image? It looks like you have a thriving indoor garden with grow lights. Plants seem to be receiving ample light, which is great for their growth. Using grow lights is a fantastic way to extend the growing season and ensure your plants get the necessary light, especially during the winter months or in areas with limited natural sunlight. Make sure to monitor the plants for any signs of stress or pest issues and adjust the light intensity and watering as needed. Keep up the great work. Okay. Would you adjust your uh, full screen mode somehow? Okay. Would you adjust your thoughts on pest control for an indoor garden? Thanks, Margaret. Yeah, we'll be able. Well, I'll be ending this within the 2 hour mark, and then we'll head over to locals. Absolutely. When it comes to indoor gardening, pest control can be a bit different since you're dealing with a more controlled environment. Here are some plant-friendly tips and adjustments for managing pests indoors. One, herbs like basil and mint. Okay, I had both of those. Need to get more basil. These can be effective indoor place potted basil. Wait, I gotta remember to check my water level. Okay, water's still fine. Place potted basil or mint near doorways or windows to help deter flies and other common indoor pests. Lavender, a small pot of lavender can help repel moths and mosquitoes indoor. Plus, it adds a lovely fragrance to your home. Spider plants. While not traditionally used for pest control, spider plants are great indoor plants that improve air quality and can help create a healthier environment. Why are you adding that in here? All plants that are grown indoors will help clean the air. That's a little okay. Sticky traps. Use yellow sticky traps around the indoor garden to catch flies. Okay, but I want to be more organic about it. Neem oil. Neem oil is a natural pesticide that can be used indoors to treat plants affected by pests such as aphids, spider mites, and mealybugs. Always follow the instructions for indoor use. I've heard of neem oil, I just never used it yet. Let's see. Number 6, regular inspection. Regularly inspect your plants for any sign of pest or disease. Catching these issues early can prevent them from spreading. Remember to maintain good air or circulation to keep your indoor garden clean to minimize pest problems. Happy indoor gardening. It didn't mention, there's a bunch of plants that it didn't mention. Marigolds, thyme. Interesting. Let's see if I can stump it. Did not mean to open that. Absolutely, yes. Okay, so yes, that's what I was looking for. Rosemary, lemongrass, catnip. Oh, catnip. While it attracts cats, it repels mosquitoes and other insects. A pot of catnip can be beneficial indoors, but be mindful if you have feline friends, of course. Geraniums. Scented varieties can repel mosquitoes and other pests. They add a splash of color and fragrance to any indoor space. Peppermint. So there's mint and peppermint. The strong aroma of peppermint is effective at repelling ants and spiders. It also easy to grow indoors in pots. Bay laurel. Bay leaves can deter moths, roaches, and flies. A bay laurel tree can be grown in a container indoors. Incorporate these plants into your indoor garden. Not only helps with pest control, but also enhances the beauty and aroma of your space. Happy gardening. Okay. You spell deterrent. Can't spell deterrent. Two R's. I get it. Got a bunch of eggshells saved up. I'm gonna crunch them up. I dried them and cooked them to dry them out, and then crunch them up. It can be a helpful addition to your pest control strategy, especially in outdoor gardens. Here's how you can benefit: deterring slugs and snails. Okay. Crushed eggshells scattered around the base of the plant can act as a physical barrier. The sharp edges are uncomfortable for soft bodies, pests, slugs, snails, or crawl over, helping to keep away. Okay, providing nutrients, yes. Composting, yes. I wanted to know what pests that controls, and I don't necessarily have a problem indoors with slugs and snails, so maybe I shouldn't be using these indoors. I've been saving these eggs up for a while. I should have paid it. I should have looked it up. All right, I think that's enough today. But that's a good idea, though. I think I'm going to start questioning the garden AI a little bit more. Ask AI what kind of bugs eat marigolds. Oh, that's a good question, Diane. There are bugs that eat marigolds. I found out also slugs will eat them. Oh, I see. Well, slugs, I won't have a problem with indoors, but to your point, maybe you'd like to know what types of things eat. How do you spell marigold? Marigolds. Generally known to repel many pests with their strong scent, they aren't completely immune to being nibbled on. Here are some common culprits that might feast on marigolds. Slugs and snails. Okay, there you go, Diane. These pests are known to munch on the leaves and flowers, especially in damp conditions, using crushed eggshells. Yep, there's your eggshells. Aphids. These small insects can infest marigolds, sucking sap from the leaves and stems. You can control this with a strong spray of water or natural insecticidal soap. Spider mites. Oh, spider mites can hit them. Okay, well, they're not going to help me indoors then. These tiny pests can cause stippling on the leaves. Stippling. Maintaining humidity and using insecticidal soap can help manage them. Leaf miners. These pests tunnel through the leaves, leaving serpentine tails. Removing affected leaves and using sticky traps can help reduce their numbers. Rabbits and deer. Okay, rabbits and deer. Some areas, rabbits and deer might find marigolds tasty despite their scent. Physical barriers like fencing can be effective. Okay. Well, marigolds are a great addition to pest control and beauty. Keeping an eye on them and taking preventative measures can help maintain their health and vibrancy. Huh. Well, what do you think about that, Diane? It's supposed to be really good pest control, but those are some pests that you don't want that can eat it. Spider mites and aphids can both eat marigolds. Those are probably number one and number two of the pests for any cannabis grower. Maybe I'm wrong, but those are the two that I've heard of the most. All right, let's get over to locals. It's been fun. It's been real. Let's see if I get a campaign. Nope, no campaign. Well, that's sad. If you're finding me on Rumble for the first time, hit that follow button. Check out the 5 shows that I do weekly. And we're going to head over to locals. You can hit that join button right down below. and it will send you to locals. It's free to join. It's free to watch the live streams that I do for free, but then I also do some private content as well, where we just hang out and have a little sesh and watch some Kill Tony or something, watch some music or whatever, and that's what we're going to do here in just a minute. So we'll see you there. Remember, guys, hit the like button if you haven't yet already, and let me shut off the tunes. And yeah, the indoorfarmer.locals.com. And we'll see you tomorrow for the Indoor Farmer reviews. I'm going to show you the pictures and video I got from the river, from the Mackinac River trip I did over for Drizzle Dab Token Float event, and got the MS as the charitable donation, or the cause for the event. All the money went to MS, so it's a good thing. And we're going to be showing that off tomorrow. I might actually find a restaurant or something today just to get some double review, get a little more content for tomorrow's show, but we might do that. Otherwise, we'll be there tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Time. We'll be here, I guess, tomorrow, and we'll see you on Locals in just a minute. Remember, everybody's got to eat.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wailing the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm wailing the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro setup, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Waylon's here, and he's
Hey, they threw a campaign in right at the last second, so we're going to read it because, hey, why not? It's 46 cents. I'm a starving creator over here trying to build something from nothing. So we're going to read about 1775 coffee before we get over to Locals, of course. And you know what? It's pretty cool that they have this thing going on still for the starter pack. I'm actually really considering getting it, but I have to wait. I'm a disabled veteran, and 46 cents isn't going to be enough to buy it, so got to wait till next month. But it's pretty interesting because it's normally $170, but they're made 1,000 of these kits that you can get for $99, and that's going to be using code STUDIO at 1775.com, 1775coffee.com, excuse me. And the kit has not only a frother, a golden spoon clip that you can stir your coffee, and then also a 1775 coffee tumbler that's black. And of course, you get a bunch of different coffee in there. You get your dark roast, you get the mushroom blend, you get to try out all the 1775 deliciousness. And of course, on the screen here, you also see a 15% discount if you use code STUDIO at 1775coffee.com for any of their products. But this starter pack seems like the way to go for anybody who's never tried their stuff before, because then you get to try all of it, and maybe you have a friend that wants to try something that you don't like of it. I don't usually like mushrooms, so here, you try this and tell me what you think. Hey, you can get some feedback that way. But yeah, go check it out. It's let's see, bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something just like Rumble does. Start your day with coffee that actually backs what you believe. Go to 1775coffee.com and use code STUDIO. Thanks, guys. Awesome. Okay, now we'll get out of here. We'll see you on Locals in just a minute. Peace. Remember, everybody's got to eat. Thanks, Rumble.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wailing the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm wailing the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro setup, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission.